We've sort of talked a little bit and touched a bit on it, but I want to do it as a bit of a collective. Who's motivated by the fear of failure? As in, every day you go, I don't want to fail, so I'm going to get up and work today. Put your hand up if you're motivated by the fear of failure. Yep, so there is people here. Don't confuse fear of failure with self-doubt. They're two completely separate things. We'll touch on self-doubt a little bit later as we go. But the fear of failure, I'm with you boys. I'm right there now. I guess what I want to get out of that, boys, is whatever it is that motivates you, what's your driver? What's going to get you up? Is it to prove people wrong? Is it to do someone proud? Is it the challenge that you face in front of you now? Use it. Don't be afraid to use that energy, because there's going to be some pretty tough times over this next 12 months. We're going to have to stay tight, and we're going to have to draw on that extra motivation. So it's really important that we don't forget where we're from, what got us here, but what drives us to where we're going next. Obviously the whole cultural piece of us as a team, it's really important. This aspect particularly of those being proud Indigenous boys is really important to them. So if something's important to someone in this team, it's important to all of us. It's a good start there, and I appreciated what Tristan's words there around a bit of a new beginning, and it is a bit of that. So obviously going on there is that. She's pretty flash, eh? It's where Ivan Drago trains. That's his home base. Everyone's excited. It's a big thing for the organisation. It's there to set up sustained and ongoing success. How many games is that going to win us this year? None. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong. It's a really positive step for the organisation, and it's something that we can leverage off going forward. And like our team, it'll be interesting to watch that grow over the next 12 months. Effectively 12 months from now. So have a look at it now, and as that building grows and that construction site grows and it grows into something that we're all proud of and want to be in, it's quite symbolic for what I believe our team will do as well. Understand this, if we don't perform in 2022, you won't be here to be in there. So every time you are looking for inspiration or motivation and you want to be in that flash joint, you're going to have to perform in 22 to be there in 23. Rightio. We're going to now pick up our chairs, go closer to those tackle bags and face back there. This field and those demountables, that's where fucking Rocky trains. That's where we'll be. Who wins out of Rocky and Drago? Every day of the week, Rocky wins. Okay, so I don't want to hear from here going forward another thing about our home or our headquarters. We've got what we've been given. It's plenty good to do what we need to do with it, and we'll get on with the job of winning from within it. Anyone tell me the year the Waratahs were invented or started? 1874. We're coming up on 150 years. And by the time this organisation gets to 150 years, this team needs to be up or back on the top where it was way back in that day. 1874, that's older than the Waratahs. It's older than Liverpool Football Club. It's older than the Boston Red Sox. It's older than the Chicago Bulls. These are some of the world's biggest sporting icons, and the team that you play for and we represent is older than all of them. We have to coach better. We're going to have to coach better than our opponents. We're going to have to plan better. That's on us. That's 100% on us. We're going to train more than anyone else, but to the point where we don't go past diminishing returns. We understand, we've got sports science involved as to how much you're going to do, but I'm going to challenge the sports science on how much we train. We're going to wring every little bit out of us so we can catch it. There's going to be times where I'm going to ask you to work hard. There's going to be times you're just going to have to grit your teeth and hopefully push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself before. We're going to have to do that over this next 3 months. There's going to be times where I'm not going to ask too much from you physically, but I'm going to ask from you mentally. It's going to be tough times in these next few weeks where you're on block 3 of training in the day. It may not be physical, but I'm asking you to memorize calls, to understand your roles, to know what you're doing. You can do anything once you're in the fight. But the next 3 months, we got to get ourselves from there to there. And that's the ingredients, and that's how we're going to get there.